Good morning, good evening, good day, and good night. I am Leo Brown. Welcome to another edition of Psychic's Perspective. I know the week is done, and I know it's the weekend, but I wanted to come on and do my video on LaKeith Standfield. As you know, this past week was Actors Week on my channel. So if you haven't already, make sure you like, make sure you comment, make sure you subscribe, and most of all, make sure you share. Become a sugar bear. I can be a little inconsistent, but that's a whole other story for another day. But I'm really trying to be more consistent with my channel. I thank you guys so much for watching, for commenting, and for subscribing. It means a lot. And make sure you like it too. Make sure you like the video. So before I get into it, LaKeith Stanfield. LaKeith Stanfield is an actor. He's a musician. He's a poet. He's a model. He's kind of a Renaissance man, in my opinion, and he's a Leo like me. And most people know LaKeith from the series television show Atlanta. I know LaKeith Stanfield from Harder They Fall, and my goodness, I know him from so many, and just like his his things that he does online, like when Clubhouse was popular, he would go on Clubhouse and start moaning. Like I know him from that, and just his beefs with Charlemagne and things like that. And I've always thought that LaKeith was and is just a very tender, sweet, just artistic, sensitive soul. And someone who is, I think, sometimes very misunderstood, but at the same time trying to figure out and find himself. I think he just wants to do his art. I don't think he wants to be a star, quote unquote, but he just wants to do his art. But let's get started in the reading for Mr. Stanfield. So for those of you who are watching, if you'd like a reading outside of this medium, you can log on to my website, which is psychicleo.com. That's psychicleo.com. You can follow me on all forms of social media, except for TikTok, Periscope, and Snapchat. I refuse to get those because to me, that's just too many. Yeah. And I guess that's about it. And Mr. Stanfield, if you see this, I hope that this makes sense. I hope that it gives you some clarity, and I hope that it resonates, and I've admired you as an actor. I've admired your work and your honesty. So here we go. Okay, so I'm gonna stop here. I'm not even gonna pull a card because I don't even feel I have to. The first thing I pick up around you, Mr. Stanfield, is art. I see painting. I hear you writing lyrics. I see you in the studio. I see you producing. I get a record label, or you having your own record label. I get something very independent, but I also get a great deal of movie strips around you. And I feel like you're trying to be selective. What I'm hearing in my head is if you don't feel it, you will not do it. I also see you getting into directing. I feel like you're going to do that with the series Atlanta if you haven't already. I see you winning awards, probably either a Golden Globe or an Emmy, because I'm seeing that as well. Because I literally see you running up the podium. And I feel like it's funny, you're very quiet. You're very internal. You internalize everything. And that's why sometimes you may do a lot of things that we would consider the public because we don't know you as well. we would consider it to be outlandish. But I also get that in terms of family and friends, they all support you. They're all like, honey, that's just LaKeith. That's just LaKeith being LaKeith, child. And I feel like they really admire the fact that you are not one to be boxed in. You're not one to be put into a category, and you don't want to be. Uh, and I also pick up children. I don't know if you have kids. Correct me if I'm wrong if you do, but I feel I pick up kids around you. I feel like there's a woman around you, and she's very earthy. The best way I would describe her, she's very Erica Badu. And I also get that she makes you tap into, or she helps you tap into, because I hear a lot to do with the divine feminine around you, and you tapping into that energy, that divine masculine energy, very meditative, very crystals. I definitely see you being a bit of a plant dad. I get that you actually know a lot about what I'm doing because you're very intuitive yourself. I feel like you come from a lot of healers. And your way of healing is through touch, word, sound. I also get that you're really a big kid. You really love to just sit around and talk and have snacks. And because I literally see you crunching, I hear you crunching and munching on stuff, and you love, fun things, and you don't like a lot of rigmarole. Um, I feel like you love acting for the camaraderie and the networking, but you don't like the whole award show thing. I get that you really don't. You can't stand it. You'd much rather be in a more enlightened space, like a poetry cafe or with your nose in a book. I really do get that around you. I also pick up a lot to do with you in going to Europe. And I'm also seeing you doing a lot of modeling, just where you might be a spokesperson for a model, for a clothing line, or you may end up coming up with your own, because I'm seeing you model and I'm seeing you on magazine covers. Like I feel like you're gonna end up doing something with modeling and not painting, but photography. And I do pick up that you are empathic, but you're not, you are more of a thinker than a feeler, meaning it goes here and then it comes out through here. That's what I pick up around you. And when it comes to um, like sexuality and sex, you're very energetic. It's more of an energy field for you. You know what you like. That's not what I'm saying, but I feel like if the energy is right, then you're happy. And I see a connection to you in either, I want to say this is California or either Florida. Either way, I see sun and sand. You need that. But I also get like a Cape Cod kind of energy around you too, because you love water. The ocean loves you and you love it. And let's see, what else am I getting? I also see you wanting to either, maybe not, I don't see you wanting to lose weight. I actually see you wanting to gain weight. And it may not be weight, it may be muscle, because I'm seeing like you becoming more muscular, and you trying to put on some muscle and things like that. So I see you doing that. I see you adding more protein to your diet, things like that. So I feel like you're making the right decisions. And I feel like your next three, I want to say your third project that you end up getting in will be the one where you will be up for some awards. Because even though what I hear in my head is that for you, awards don't matter, it's about the work. But I'm seeing an award coming up because I literally see you, I keep seeing you running to the podium to get it. And I'm also picking up you doing theater, probably like Broadway, probably in the next year or two. I see you doing theater and you're doing extremely well, because that's really where you shine. You shine in things like that, where it encompasses you, but at the same time, you can be with the people. You like people. You like to walk. You like to, go around. Because I literally see you in New York and you're walking, and you're like, yes, I just love being around this. This is what fits me, rather than sitting down for an interview, because you're the kind of person, Mrs. Stanfield, where you cannot sit still. You're very much, I want to say ADD, but I don't let it be, I don't not self-examining. I'm not self-examining you, but I just get that, like that, your energy is so, what's the word? So, uh, uh, it's charismatic, but it's not like chaotic, and you cannot sit in one place for too long. And once again, I see Europe around you, London, Paris, places like that, even India, like Morocco, things like that. You're very much that kind of person. You're very much a nomad. You cannot be in one place for too long. You'll settle and then you leave, settle then you leave. And maybe that's a Leo thing, because I'm the exact same way. And I also see you getting into makeup, like nail polish. I see you getting into earrings. I see you getting into, just being silly, getting into different kind of. You remind me in a lot of ways of like a Jimi Hendrix or a Sly Stone kind of energy, just very out of the box. You cannot box you in. And I would not be surprised if something like that or something from that time period comes to your doorstep, that you wouldn't take it, because that's very much you. And I also pick up you're very spiritual. I see a lot of transcendental meditation, because I see you literally, I see yoga, I see tantra, a lot of different things that you go into, a lot of things to do with like shrooms and things like that. And you're very much into, other worlds and parallel universes and things like that, and lifetimes and all. That's really you. And I feel like people don't get it. But then for those that do, I feel like you have a small group of maybe 7 to 10 people that understand you and they love you for it. So I think that's it. And I also get a connection with you and I want to say this is your grandma, because I believe there's a grandmother or like a big mama figure in your life, or she was in your life, and you very much are into that belief of ancestor worship and spirit guides and things like that. So yeah, just keep doing what you're doing. Definitely get some green, because I definitely see greenery around you, plants and stuff. Definitely take a moment to decompress, especially from social media, because it can be a great deal. And I actually kind of get you going off the grid as we go into, I would say in the next 3-4 years. I feel like you're going to go more off the grid and become kind of a, almost like a Lenny Kravitz kind of figure, but just not as, what's the word? Not as photogenic. I just see you being kind of private. So I hope that, Mr. Stanfield, I hope that this made sense. I hope that it resonated. I hope that it gave you some clarity. And even if it didn't, I really would love your feedback. And for those of you who are watching, let me know what you think. What do you think about Mr. Stanfield and his work? I personally love him. I think he's great. I think people misunderstand him, but I think he's extremely intelligent. I think he's extremely sweet. And I just get quiet. Like I literally get that he, in this, and don't take this wrong, but I get he's the kind of person where it's raining outside, it's kind of cold, it's rainy, and it's just you, him, candles are lit, and you're just talking, you're just vibing. And very affectionate. And it's nothing homo about it, it's nothing like that, but just you just talk and you let people in and you show vulnerability. That's the thing I get with him. So yeah, I think he's a great guy. I think he's very misunderstood. And I honestly think that Hollywood they're not prepared. I won't say they're not ready, but they're not prepared for someone like him. He puts me in the mind of like a Marlon Brando kind of type. So that's my thoughts. But what are your thoughts on it? Let me know. Comment below. I hope you guys have enjoyed my perspective. And if you like a reading outside of this, like I said, go to my website, psychiclear.com. You can find all of my information, all my social media links down below. And until next time, my sugar bears, I will talk with you soon. Have a wonderful, wonderful weekend, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.